Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I'm going to start off with completing the square again, the most difficult part of completing the square. This also, if I am preparing a test paper, I am going to judge this on you. If I have a chance to prepare a test paper for all of you, I will definitely judge you on this, okay? So it says 2x square minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0, and the examiner wants you to solve this using the completing the square method. Now, what is peculiar here is what is odd here is this 2 here. Do you see this? Now, you've always been dealing with
Yes.
x square only, but you have a 2 here. What am I going to do now? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take out the coefficient of x square. So, जो भी x square के साथ जो भी number लगा हुआ है, उसको common ले लो. So, if I take out 2 as common, what stays inside the bracket? X square only.
X square.
Minus 2.5x, yes or no?
Yes.
And then 2, how many times is 4?
2
2
times.
equals to 0, yes or no? Now you see, you need to understand there is a multiplication sign between the number 2 and the bracket, yes or no? If you take it to that side, it's going to divide 0 and the answer would be 0. Can all of you do 0 divided by 2 on your calculators? Tell me the answer, please.
0.
0. So my answer is x square minus 2.5x plus 2. What we have done here is, in this step, we eliminated
The coefficient.
of x square. Okay. Now there are two ways of doing this. I told you to take out common. What you can do is divide the whole equation by 2. I'll do this in the next part. The next I explain you. I'm going to do this here. Coefficient of x square. This is very important. You cannot apply completing the square method. You cannot apply completing the square method until you have the coefficient of x square as 1. You have to eliminate the coefficient of x square. Okay.
Sir, can you explain where did the 2.5 come from, please?
2, how many times is 5? Can you tell me? 2 into 2.5 is going to give you 5, right? That is where 2.5 came from. Now the method remains the same, what we've been doing since yesterday, x plus p upon 2 whole square minus p upon 2 whole square plus q. Anybody could help me with this, please? 2.5 ka half karo, please.
So 1.25.
1.25.
And then minus 1.25 whole square plus 2. It's going to be x minus 1.25 whole square minus, can I have 1.25 per square, please?
1.56. 1.56.
1.5625 plus 2. Now, Hatish, you're going to remember, you're not going to round off your working, you're going to round off your answer. So you get to the answer and then round off, okay? So it's minus 1.5625 plus 2.
Yes.
That is 0.4375, yes or no? X minus 0.25
Yes,
plus 0.4375. Now, Asan, you're going to pay attention. If I take plus 0.4375 to that side, it becomes a minus 0.4375. Yes or no? It's going to be x minus 1.25 whole square. Now, if I take square roots, will this question, does this question have roots?
No.
It will not have answer. It will not have
Sir,
roots. Why? Because you have a negative
minus
sign under the square. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here and I'm going to write down no solution, no roots, complex, cannot be solved. So you can write whatever and you can move on to the next question.
Sir,
So
how did you eliminate 2 in the as a coefficient?
I took out 2 as common. Whatever is the coefficient of x square, I will take it out as common. Okay.
But how did you eliminate it?
Okay, you see this, Hassan? Hassan, pay attention. You see this multiplication sign between 2 and the bracket?
Yes.
When you take 2 to that side, it's going to be 0 over 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
And 0 over 2 is going to be 0. Use your calculator. Tell me if 0 over 2 is 0.
Said 0.
That is how I eliminate. So we're going to do a lot of questions. Don't worry. Let's start off with another question. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Is the quadratic formula also coming tomorrow? Or is it just the completing the square method?
Yes, sir.
It's the quadratic formula as well.
Oh, that's going to be difficult. Quadratic formula and quadratic equations as well, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's
Yes.
do one thing. 2x minus 3. Let me just a minute. I'll draft another question. Let's complete all of this. Let's try and do जितना भी हम कर सकते हैं. Question between 2x plus 5 whole square equals to 22. Okay. And its question says, use the completing the square method to solve this. So I'm going to, can anybody tell me if this is an identity? Can you tell me if this is an identity, left side of the equation?
Yes, sir.
If this is an
Yes,
identity,
sir.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up using the first identity, right? So it's going to be a square
Yes.
plus 2. Please make sure the identity आप सही से लिखोगे, okay? Plus 2ab plus b square equals to 22. Yes or no? And in
Yes.
place of a, I'm going to write on the first term in the bracket. In place of a, I'm going to write on the first term in the bracket. In place of b, I'm going to write on the second term in the bracket. Now I'm going to solve this. Can I say it is 4x square?
Yes.
And then can I say it is 20x?
Yes, sir.
And then can I say it is 25 equals to 22? Yes or no? Yes or no, all of you? Now
Yes,
can you
Yes,
sir.
shift
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes.
22 to that side, please, for me? 4x
So,
square
so plus 3.
plus 20x plus 25 minus 22, which is going to give you a plus 3 at the end. So it's going to be 4x
Yes.
squared plus 20x minus, sorry, plus 3 equals to 0. What I am going to do is all of you going to pay attention, okay? The first thing I told you was you can take out common. The second thing is the easier part, is easier way of doing it. What is the coefficient of x squared? Can anybody tell me what is the coefficient of x squared in this
4.
question?
4.
So you see the coefficient of x square is 4. I have to eliminate 4, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the whole equation by 4. So I'm going to divide this by 4, this by 4, and this by 4, and 0 by 4. Understood? The whole equation, the
Yes.
left hand side, also the right hand side. Understood? Now, 4 and 4 gets cancelled out. Yes or no?
Yes,
And
sir.
4 1 times, and 4
Yes,
5 times.
Yes.
Now, the equation that I have is x squared. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Plus 5x. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, anybody could
Yes.
tell me 3 upon 4 as a fraction is
0.75.
0.75.
0.75.
Very good. And 0 over
Yes.
4 is going to be
0.
0.
Yeah.
Now you have an equation. Can I apply x plus p over 2 whole square minus p over 2 whole square plus q?
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be x
Yes, sir.
plus, मैं formula लिख देता हूँ दोबारा, you must have learned it by now. P upon 2 whole square plus q. Yes, Fatma. Now if I talk about x plus 2.5 whole square, where did 2.5 come from? Anybody?
P was
Sir, by
divided.
dividing
Divided
5
by
by
5.
2.
Very good, very good. Now what happens is, can I have the square for 2.5, please?
6.25.
Minus 6.25 and plus 0.75.
Yes.
On your calculator, put on minus 6.25 plus 0.75.
Minus 5.5.
Minus 5.5.
So it's going to be minus 5.5 equals to 0. Now can I shift minus 5.5 to that side, please?
Yes, sir.
So this all
Yes.
हो जाएगा. 2
अब मुझे
plus.
बताओ हतीश ये सॉल्व होएगा कि नहीं होएगा?
Yes.
Well,
It is,
Why?
it's a plus.
Because you have a positive number under the square root. So you cancel हो गए. And what I have is x plus 2.5 equals to plus minus. Can you take out the square root of 5.5, all of you?
2.34.
2.34.
I'm not going to take this as 2.34. I'm going to take this as 2.345. Why?
Yes.
Because this is not the answer. This is just the working. So at least take 3 to 4 decimal places when you're working, and then round off your answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, right at the end.
Yes.
Now I'm going to make a column, and I'm going to write down x plus 2.5 equals to plus 2.345, and x plus 2.5 equals to minus 2.345. Easy.
Yes.
Now can you shift 2.5 to that side, please? It's going to be x equals to
Yes.
2.345 minus 2.5. And can I have the answer, please? Is it minus 0.15?
Minus 0.155.
155.
Yes, sir.
5 need 2 decimal places with it. What about this? Minus 2.345 minus 2.5.
So minus 4.845.
Minus
4.8.
4.85. What do you say?
5.
Now, Atish, I'm rounding it off. But why? Because this is the answer.
Okay, sir.
Do you understand this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this question most probably would also be coming in your examination. If I am a teacher, I am going to test you out on this. I hope your teacher does too. Okay. So we do set of questions, another set of questions, and then we go on to question that you're going to do yourself. Okay. Two more questions, and then we move on to the quadratic formula. Okay. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Now, practice questions. Practice questions is all of you are going to copy this down. You're going to try and solve it yourself. However, I will be working with the student who's going to solve it with me. Just one student, the rest of you can start working with it. Okay. So Abhiha, you're the first one.
Okay, sir.
3x minus 1 whole square equals to 28. Yes,
Sir,
Abhiha.
we will make the frame. So 3x square plus 2.
Okay. So is this the first identity or the second identity?
Sir, it's the second
Very
identity.
good. 3x whole square
3x square
plus
plus 2, then 3x bracket 1 plus for 5 square is equals to
5 cube,
28.
5 cube, 5 cube, 5 can't say
Sorry.
3x.
Sorry, 1
Now you've made a
square
mistake here.
equals
You've made a
28.
mistake here. Can you spot that mistake? You've made a mistake here.
Sir, sine t?
Yes. And this is not
So,
a plus sign, na? ये देख लो आप.
Yes, sir, it's a minus sign.
This here is a minus sign because this is the second identity. This is going to be 9x square.
9x
Minus
square
6x.
minus and 6x square. 6 plus 1 is equals to
Now.
28. Then x square minus plus 1, and then we will do the, we
Can
will
you bring the
solve
28
minus
to
x
this side?
plus
It's going to be 9x square minus 6x minus
6x
27
plus 28.
equals to 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Then we will solve the minus
No,
x
no, no.
minus 27.
I'm going to remove the coefficient of x square. So what is the number attached to x square?
Number attached to x square is 9.
So I'm going to divide the whole equation, the left hand side and the right hand side by 9. And now this leaves me with
Okay.
x square minus 2 over 3x, 9 one time, then 9 3 times. Yes or no? Minus
So,
3
sir, we
equals to
even
0.
have to make the denominator same or the
No, you have to
numerator?
divide the whole equation. All terms in the equation, whether on the left hand side or the right hand side, you're going to divide it by the coefficient of x.
Okay, sir.
We divide coefficient of x square. So divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. Now we are going to
Okay.
work on fractions only. Okay. I'm going to work using fractions.
Okay, sir.
Chalo ji. Now I'm going to apply the
X square
formula
minus
x plus p upon 2 whole square minus p upon 2 whole square plus 2. Right.
yes, sir.
Now
X
what is-
plus
Abhiya, can you do this on the calculator? 2 upon 3 divided by 2. What is half of 2 upon 3?
okay, sir. Sir, 0.66.
0.66 is 2 upon 3, right? Divide the answer by 2.
Yes.
Is it 0.33?
Yes, sir. 0.33.
Now look at this. X minus 1 upon 3 whole square
Hmm.
minus 1 upon 3 whole square plus minus 3 equals to 0. Yes or no? Because 2 upon 3
Yes, sir.
divided by 2 is going to give you 2 upon
Hmm.
3 multiplied by 1 over 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. You have 1 over 3 or 0.333 recurring, right?
Okay, sir. So, sir, we have to do this in the fraction form, right?
Yes, we're doing this in the fraction form. Minus 1. What is 1 square? 1 square is 1. 3 square is 9. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is why it is 1 over 9. Then we have x minus 1 over 3 whole square minus 1 upon 9 minus 1 upon 3. On the calculator, please.
Okay, sir.
Is it minus 28 over 9?
Yes, sir. It's minus 28 over 9.
Now you take this minus 28, the whole fraction, shift it to the other side. So it's going to be x
So, it
minus,
will be plus
very good. It's going to be plus 28 over 9.
8 upon 9.
And then can I take square roots on both sides? And is this solvable?
Yes, sir. Sir, It's not solvable.
It is solvable. Why? Because it is solvable. Why? Because you have a positive number under the square root. ये देखो 28/9 plus 28/9 है ना. अगर ये minus
Yes, sir, it's
28/9 होगा
solvable.
तो ये solve नहीं हो पाएगा. Understood?
Yes, sir. So it will be 3.11.
Let's see 28.9 28 divided by 3.11. Take out the square root of this. Can I say it is 1.76 all of you? Abhiha,
Yes, sir.
Square
It's
root of
1.76.
1.76. Now I make two columns. X minus 1/3 equals
And
to
then x minus equals to
positive
plus,
1.76. Very good.
and then it will be is equals to minus 1.76.
Now Abhiha, can you do this on the calculator? 1.76 plus 1/3 on your calculator.
It will be 2.093.
Very good. Very
And
good.
then
Can you do this on the calculator? Take your time. Minus
Yes.
1.76 plus 1/3.
it will be minus 1.426.
426 or 43. Understood?
Okay, so we will round it up.
Yes, you will always round off your answers. Now, boys and girls, how many of you got the right answer?
I got the right answer.
Very good.
Sir, I got it correct.
And my answer
Very
is
good.
correct.
Very good. Atish, Hassan.
Sir, I also got it, but I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
सर जब आपने एक सेकंड सर आप थोड़ा ऊपर कर सकते हैं सर जब आपने ये 3x होल स्क्वायर माइनस 2 ब्रैकेट में 3x माइनस 1 क्यों नहीं लिखा सर
नहीं देखो
ब्रैकेट में माइनस 1 नहीं आएगा
बिल्कुल very good question. Now what happens is when you write down the second identity, it's a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? You see this sign, ये जो
Yes.
sign है ये negative sign in the middle, right? This negative sign indicates कि ये जो
Yes.
minus 1 वाला sign है ना ये already adjust हो चुका है. So within the brackets you will always
अच्छा.
be writing positive values. ये जो minus का sign था ना आप देखो first करो.
Okay.
आदि look at this.
Yes.
ये a square हम लिखते हैं first करो 3x whole square plus
Yes.
2 into 3x into minus 1 करते हैं. तो ये देखो plus and minus eventually would have been a minus. So the mathematicians have already
Minus,
given you
yes.
ये adjust करके दिया हुआ है. So जब brackets में डालोगे तो it will always be positive numbers only, whether you are applying the first or the second identity. Okay? याद रखो.
Okay, sir.
Good. Very good question. चलो देखो. Another question. Can I give this one to all of you and you do this yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on. And you're going to send me a picture of this, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is a question that you're going to do yourself. Speed up. Anybody who's still facing a problem, please let me know. I'll solve this question with you guys.